These ball python eggs have been incubating for about 6 days.
And 3 days ago, one of those eggs started developing mold.
I attempted to treat the egg with some antifungal powder, but it didn't work out. The mold continued to spread and it started turning some funky colors. I decided to candle the egg one more time before removing it. You could see that the egg is not lighting up as much as it normally would. That's because all of the yolk inside is solidifying, which often happens when the egg goes bad. So the light doesn't pass through the solidified yolk. I can't see the presence of veins, so I know something was living and growing inside, but it definitely died. I'm always fascinated with the development of the snake inside of the egg, so I'm going to cut this open and see what's inside. At first I was unsure if the rest of the clutch was going to go bad as well, so I decided to candle those eggs one more time. And it appears that all of these eggs have strong veins and it looks like everything is developing normally.
So for right now, it looks like the rest of the clutch is going to make it.
Now I'm going to cut open that egg that went bad. I think the antifungal powder took the edge off some of the smell, but it still smelled pretty awful. The inside of the egg was very watery. It wasn't thick and goopy like it should be, and most of that yolk had already solidified. When I opened up the egg, the embryo was right on top like it should be. It was roughly 2 inches long. Its head, eyes, and some of its internal organs were already starting to develop.
The yolk inside was still wet, but it was already solidifying. It had the consistency of like jelly and cottage cheese. It was pretty gross.
This clutch of ball pythons was a pied clutch, which means the snakes will have really pretty white blotches of skin. It appears that this baby has a two-tone skin coloration, but I think that has more to do with the skin and scales developing, because in previous eggs that I've cut open, you really don't see color or pattern developing until the last few weeks of incubation. But for only a few days, I'm surprised at how far along this snake is developed.